Hey everyone, Dr. Betsy Scudder, physical therapist. I just got done leading a movement break session for some lab workers who need to lift moderately heavy things from knee height or sometimes even lower floor height. So we were reviewing body mechanics and how to keep the spine in a neutral position during lifting and bending. And what I told them is it's very similar to sitting in a chair because we're hinging at the hips and letting our knees naturally bend. But the thing that we need to think about, not only for lifting and bending tasks, but also when we're sitting in chairs, going to sit down or even going to stand up, is keeping our spine in this neutral position. And that might involve lifting the chest, arching the low back a little bit, tilting the pelvis forward somewhat, so that we can maintain our spine in that neutral spine line with the S-curve, a little bit forward in the neck, a little bit backward in the mid-back, and then a little bit forward in the lower back. So it looks like this, nice and straight, ears over shoulders, shoulders over hips, knees and ankles. Hinge at the hips, keeping the chest lifted, keeping that arch in the low back, and pushing the hips back. All right, now squeeze the glutes to push back up. The other thing I pointed out is that you want to have your knees pushing away from each other as you lower down. Don't let them fall in. That's often due to some weakness in the hip rotator muscles. So by pushing the knees away, you're activating those muscles a little bit. Okay, so again, hinge at the hips, keeping the chest lifted, low back arched forward or straight or flat, pushing the knees away from each other. I'm accentuating that. And then lowering as far down as you can without losing that posture, and then squeeze the glutes to come back up. All right, you could try the same thing with a low stool or a chair, or not necessarily even low, maybe a higher one. If you're having trouble with this, you can work towards going lower. All right, so this is what it looks like. Chest lifted, low back flat or arched forward slightly, hinge at the hips, lower down. I'm just going to tap my tailbone to this stool, and then I'm going to push back up by squeezing those glutes. All right, give it a try, and let me know how it goes.